Over the years, tourism has grown to be a substantial economic activity. It's a recognized activity in both developed and undeveloped countries. Tourism, broadly speaking, is the act of traveling from one location to another for the purpose of enjoying oneself or taking in the allure of the destination. Furthermore, the idea of traveling is seen as a luxury that is only accessible to those with greater financial means. But it seems right now, traveling seems like everyone can go anywhere. Furthermore, history, language, and customs in popular tourist destinations may be lost as a result of cultural collision and social conventions. The flood of tourists can upend the way of life in the area, resulting in disputes over resources, resident displacement, and labor exploitation. In addition, a major obstacle is insufficient infrastructure because tourism frequently suppresses the growth of necessary services, lodging, and transportation system. In addition to impairing the visitor experience, this demand on infrastructure lowers locals' quality of life. Addressing these challenges requires integrated solutions that prioritize environmental preservation, inclusive economic development, community empowerment, and sustainable planning. By fostering collaboration between stakeholders, promoting responsible tourism practices, and empowering local communities, we can ensure that tourism continues to enrich both visitors and host destinations while preserving their unique identities for generations to come.
Thank you to Aisha. So give me continue this presentation with issue and the problem of the tourist destination. First of all, Kuala Lumpur, Langkawi, Terengganu, Sabah and Sarawak are just few of the popular tourist destinations in our nation that may undoubtedly boost the economy. These all locations have their own unique characteristics as well as diverse civilizations and social groups. A problem like tourist-related pollution environmental will arise when there are a lot of visitors to the area. There are various categories of pollution environmental including soil, air, water and beach pollutions. According to recent news, business operating outside of the law and careless visitors who scatter trash everywhere are to blame for the degradation of the ocean and beaches. This action unintentionally contaminates and unpleasantly disrupts the beach environment, turning the water corrosive and increasing the risk of animal death, particularly for species like turtle who are going extinct. Air pollution is made worse by carbon dioxide, which is produced by burning, buildings, and vehicles. This situation, which unintentionally pollute the air, could have an effect on the people's health. Soil pollution occurs when development activities, uncontrolled chemical use, uncontrolled chemical disposal, and agricultural waste are implemented to meet tourist demand. So, the local area's social and cultural destruction is the second problem. Visitors from different origins undoubtedly lack knowledge of the local costume, culture, and way of their life. We don't travel to introduce our way of life to other places because doing so will unintentionally encourage their visitors and young people in that area to copy and destruction their cultures. Instead, we travel to learn about new environment, culture, and destination. The area's culture may be destroyed under the impact of Western language and culture in effort to enhance tourism attractions. In order to prevent miscommunications and altercation between local and visitor, it is fitting that this tourism area be overseen by local with assistance from the authorities. So that's all from me. I will pass this presentation to my friends. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Humayrat binti Ahmad Fahim, and I will continue this part, which is the issues and problems of the tourism activity. Apart from pollution and culture and social destruction that has been explained by Hanif Farisa, economic inequality also one of the problems. As we all know, tourism has the ability to worsen social inequality within destinations, even while it can also promote economic growth and create job opportunities. So large-scale tourism development initiatives may devalue regional companies and communities by benefiting elite groups or international corporations disproportionately. In addition, poverty and economic disparity can be sustained by the tourism industry's seasonal employment, low salaries, and unstable work environment. Hence, to promoting equitable profit distribution, local ownership, and community empowerment are crucial components of sustainable tourism projects that aim to reduce inequities and promote inclusive economic development in tourism-dependent communities. On top of that, infrastructure strain also contribute in this case. In many places, the tourism industry is expanding more rapidly than the infrastructure that is currently in place, such as public services, options for accommodation, and transportation networks. Inadequate infrastructure can also result in congestion on roadways, poor garbage disposal, and strain on electricity and water supplies. In addition to reducing visitor experiences, overloaded infrastructure also lowers locals' quality of life. Hence, to solve the issues of infrastructure strain and improve the overall tourism experience while minimizing negative impacts on host communities, strategic planning, investment in infrastructure upgrades, and coordination between the public and private sectors are required.
Hi, my name is Nurul Kamalina Metirastam. So I will continue for the next slide, which is solution of the problems. The first solution of the problem is integrated solutions for tourism pollution. Firstly, we need stringent regulation enforced to control vehicle emissions, waste disposal, and unauthorized commercial activities in tourist areas. This ensures compliance with environmental standards and helps deter further pollution through fines and penalties. Secondly, public awareness campaigns are crucial. Educating both tourists and locals about the importance of environmental preservation is the key. By highlighting the adverse effects of pollution and promoting responsible behavior, we can foster a culture of environmental stewardship. Lastly, community engagement and sustainable practices are vital, involving local residents, businesses, and stakeholders in clean-up initiatives and sustainable tourism practices foster a sense of ownership and responsibility. By promoting ecotourism, we can redirect tourist traffic towards destinations, prioritizing environmental sustainability, contributing to long-term preservation efforts. By implementing these measures, we can protect tourist destinations, preserve natural habitats, and ensure the well-being of both visitors and local communities. Secondly, implementing profit-sharing scheme and fair wage standards guarantees that economic gains from tourism are fairly distributed among residents and businesses. This reduces economic inequality and ensures everyone benefits from tourism. For the next solutions of the problem is inclusive tourism economic development. Firstly, empowering local communities through participatory decision-making and ownership of tourism ventures ensures that benefits stay within the region. The prevents external entities from siphoning off profits and fostering economic sustainability. Secondly, implementing profit-sharing scheme and fair wage standards guarantees that economic gains from tourism are fairly distributed among residents and businesses. This reduces economic inequality and ensures everyone benefits from tourism. Lastly, investing in education and skill development enables locals to access higher paying positions within the tourism sectors. This reduces reliance on low-skilled seasonal jobs and fostering economic stability within the community. By implementing these strategies, we can ensure that tourism acts as a catalyst for prosperity for all members of the community. So that's all from my part, and I will pass to Alia Hafiza for the next solution of the problem. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Alia Hafiza binti Azli. So now I will continue this presentation about the third and fourth solution of the problems. The third solution is community involvement and empowerment. In order to guarantee that locals have an impact on decision-making process, profit from tourism development, and contribute to the sustainable management of their environment and cultural heritage. Community engagement and empowerment are essential in tourist destinations. In order to make sure that tourist development is inclusive, respect local customs, and has a good socio-economic impact on the local population, it is imperative that local populations are involved in the planning, decision-making, and benefit-sharing process. In general, social fairness, cultural variety, economic resilience, and environmental stewardship in tourism destinations are all facilitated by community empowerment and engagement, which are fundamental concepts of sustainable tourism development. Through the development of deep connections, encouragement of local ownership, and capacity building, tourism may become a vehicle for inclusive growth and constructive change that benefits both local and tourists. The fourth solution are sustainable development planning. Planning for sustainable development in tourist destinations entails developing long-term plans and guidelines that put social justice, environmental preservation, and economic growth first, all the while maintaining the health of the local population and the destination's natural and cultural resources. It is essential to implement comprehensive and sustainable development strategies that strike a balance between social well-being, environmental preservation, and economic growth. This entails figuring out the destination's carrying capacity, putting restrictions on tourists, and incorporating sustainability ideas into laws and policies. Planning for sustainable development in tourist locations necessitates an all-encompassing, integrated strategy that takes into account social, environment, and economic factors, involves stakeholders, and promotes cooperation across various sectors and governmental levels. Destinations may optimize tourist advantage while minimizing negative consequences, maintaining their distinctive character, and improving the well-being of both locals and visitors by implementing sustainable tourism practice and concepts.
My name is Nur Izzati binti Ramzi. So today I will explain about solution for the future. Effectively address environmental challenges. Government must enforce strict regulation to curb pollution in air, beaches, waters, and soil. This involves imposing limits on car emissions and preventing companies from polluting beaches. Educating tourists and citizens on sustainable practices such as reducing plastic use. For example, Bali banned on plastic bag and practicing leave no trace principle is crucial. Enhance wastewater management system, including more recycling facilities and water purification are essential. Local community involvement exemplified by initiatives like Thailand Clean Beach Campaign is key to maintaining cleanliness and protecting the environment. Furthermore, safeguarding flora and fauna requires creating protected areas and preventing harmful activities like hunting and environmental degradation as demonstrated by Australia Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority. Next is to preserve culture and social cohesion in tourist destinations. We must prioritize the preservation of local culture and traditions. This involves educating tourists about the importance of culture diversity and respecting the belief and custom of local communities. Sustainable tourism practices should be emphasized, focusing on maintaining cultural authenticity rather than solely attracting more tourists. Laws and policies should protect cultural heritage and address social issues such as exploitation of local workers and migration due to tourism. Collaboration between the tourism industry and local communities is essential, ensuring that their voices are heard in decision-making process and leading to a more equitable distribution of tourism benefits.
Next is to ensure equitable benefits in tourism. We aim to distribute profits fairly among stakeholders and establish fair wage standards, thereby reducing income inequality and improving living conditions for local residents. Initiatives like profit sharing programs in the Caribbean and promoting local ownership of tourism business empower communities to shape their economic future. Supporting locally owned enterprise ensure tourism revenue directly benefits residents, as seen in projects by organizations like G Adventurous Planetera Foundation in Peru. These efforts promote inclusive economic development, reducing economic disparities in tourism-dependent regions. Finally, the strategic planning is crucial for the tourism industry to anticipate and address growing needs effectively. This involves identifying areas needing infrastructure improvement and devising long-term strategies. As seen in Barcelona Tourism Plan, investing in infrastructure upgrades such as expanding transport networks and improving public service enhance the visitor experience and reduce strain on current system. Cities like Amsterdam are implementing environmental friendly transportation to combat congestion and pollution, benefit both tourists and local residents.
Tourism evidently plays a great role in developing countries. This is more so in countries that have put tourism at the top of investment priorities. Considering these important factors, there is a need to conserve and maintain this industry by having many improvements in ensuring the industry is attracting and retaining tourists. Actually, the development and management of tourism is a crucial aspect that each nation or territory must effectively handle. This is mostly due to sectors' high level of dynamic activities and numerous challenges, determining the majority of the interesting reasons that drive visitor is extremely difficult, making it difficult to explain the supply and the demand side of the market. To secure success in the fast-paced economy, it is crucial that all interested parties take part in the policy making and planning processes of the tourism sector. It demands the participation of specialists in the industry's process of developing policies and strategic planning.